Okay. I hope you're not watching too many of my videos when the world is changing the way it is. I don't know how to explain these things with circular references or something else. Oh well. Now, that was confusing, but maybe you have an idea what I meant. This is the third bubble chart video. Well, this time we're going to make it. Given I just have nothing else to do except make videos. What the hell? We're going to take different scenarios and from different scenarios make different bubble charts. I've got to put the, let's use the base case first, and I've got to, we can include some ones or not include some. And let me see. I suppose that's okay. Let's go to this one, and perhaps on the x-axis put the NPV, and on the y-axis put the number of oil complexes that probably won't have to reduce their pollution anymore, and then the uh, size of the bubble. Okay, and then the other thing I have is some analysis where I have shown you a range. We put a confidence range, and we wanted to make a presentation of a confidence range and also kind of just show you either only the projects that had a positive NPV, which maybe isn't relevant. Maybe we should just get rid of all the stupid things that emit the emissions, but whatever. And then we can include the kind of policy variable we did, which you don't care about. I'm just showing you how to do that. Now let me show you how to do a few of these things. Okay, and the way to do a lot of this is use the indirect function, use a counter with a true and false. That's at least the way I do it. And then use the offset function to make named ranges. I'm not going to show you it all. You can take a look at this file, which I'm going to put on my website that I've started to just try to make a little bit less than 1992. Maybe I can make it to the end of the uh, maybe the end of the thing. And I meant the end of whatever, 1997. That's what I meant. Sorry. I'm like somebody else who can't seem to speak in complete sentences. Now so this file will be here, okay? This is a lot of stupid rambling and bouncing about, but what the heck? Now, so let me show you some of the techniques. The first technique is really, if you're going to use match and index, you're not really fancy enough. If you have all of these sheets that had this, we had a bunch of outputs from different models, runs of a model where we had literally thousands of oil complexes. Yeah, it was maybe, okay, 1,000, maybe 5,000, maybe something like that. Okay, and then we gathered these together, and the way to gather them together is to here, in this case, these are the sheet names. Okay, I just showed you the sheet names. Right here, they're the sheet names. And then we take those sheet names, and I put a little, you have to put a little single quote there, and then you gather all the data. Okay? The next thing you do after you gather all the data, and this gathering the data requires all these stupid, oh, I hate this, putting all the column labels together, and then I put a little thing here. I should have a function that does it. I can't believe I don't. But just a little thing that gets the column and then says, okay, let's get the address of that column, and then decide when we go from AA to AB, and then now when you have three of them, and then you just go use the mid function to find out that A is got a number 1. So sometimes you need the column number, and sometimes you need the column letter. Maybe there's a function in Excel that does that. I don't know of one. Okay. So then what you do then is, in this case, we said, okay, I don't want to take the negative NPVs. I'll just put a little true or false to take some kind of criteria, and then basically make a second whole thing. And the first thing it does is you use the match function, and you use the match function, and then you count. Well, okay, this gives L28. The match of number 1 up here is row number 8. That's the first true we have. And then you just put these into a second thing. Now when you do this, unfortunately, there's no good really trick other than using the offset function. So if you press Control F3, it shows you the offset function and how you just use a flexible range name that I've explained in other videos and in other files. I'm just putting this file up, so I want to explain it just a little bit. And that's how you can get the confidence interval. Okay, so that's the kind of how to do this one. And now let's uh, um, uh, 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 God, people can't. I wish I could speak a little. The instead of here, let's copy this and put it on the bubble charts. Okay, and we go over here, and instead of only including positive NPV, we don't include these. And this is the same. So with this bubble chart, I've done the same kind of thing. We have a whole bunch here. I said, oh, I don't want only positive NPV. Let's put positive and negative NPV. So then look at this. We just select a different scenario and get a different bubble chart. And now the last thing is to take this bubble chart, which we can do all sorts of things with, and include our macros that will adjust this. Now, I have the same thing, so you can I'm just wondering why that had such a dramatic kind of effect when we take that one away. Huh. Okay, I'm worried that I have some error, but whatever. I don't care about that right now. I care about form over substance, because that's what especially young people seem to care. Nah, I shouldn't have said that. I should not have said that. I have some people who are really good. Okay, now, uh, 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 okay. I have to keep adjusting these. This is kind of ridiculous, isn't it? Okay, whatever. All right. It illustrates that. So what I'm going to do is now import the macros. I can't believe I just did that. So let's go back up to the base case and just kind of show this. So now we're going to put in our labels and put in our colors. So the first thing I did was in the example bubble chart. Now I use these, you might not, but if you want to kind of steal things, that's the idea, isn't it? So you go to the bubble chart, the example bubble chart that I have to put a new I have to put a new version on the website. Okay, and then we go to the developer website macros, and we can put a test macro, something like that. Create it and just import it. Okay. Now, just a minute. See, now I should really practice these things. I've noticed that when I don't practice them and don't kind of have an arrow first, but I've got a thing called bubble labels, which is this time it's got an offset function, and we just take the right number from the true false. We just take the right number of rows, okay? I said that one pretty well. And then we go to the color group, okay? And we have the same thing. We have, this time I have four different colors, okay? So I'm going to try to get the labels done first. And what you do is after you import them, this is getting to be a busy chart. Now, all you have to do is if you don't like this chart, I'm saving this. This time I have to obviously save it as a macro-enabled workbook. Okay, and then what I'm going to try to do is just press Alt-EM. It's a old, you know, sometimes the old-fashioned ways are better. Sometimes the world does not get better. I study productivity, and you tend to say the world always get better, but that ignores circular references when you go around and go back to real shit. Sorry, I can say that today. Who cares? This kid told me never to say swear words again. I'm trying not to, but really, who cares today? Okay, and then we put the right here. We can create a copy. Okay, and I suppose on that one you could take out all of this crap here. Okay, I'm gonna leave it in for just a minute. So if the reason I'm saying that right now is if I go to the developer tab and then put yet another macro here, and this time I'm just going to put it to the add labels. Okay, and let's name it. Okay. Okay, so now we put this in, and it has my attempts at language, and then it says bubble labels, and whew, it almost worked. I think it did work. Okay, now you have to, I think, put some of these. I don't know. I'm gonna not do that right now, but we have the kind of names here. Okay, and then we I'm gonna try to put some. Uh, uh, Before we do that, I'm sorry, I'm really stuttering, but other people seem to stutter and do okay. So this time, let's change the X and Y axis. And the nice thing is, I hope that this. No, I can't seem to pull this away. Oh, shoot. But whatever, it retains the titles. That's the good news. When you start changing things around, okay? And maybe adjusting the titles before you decide on which kind of graph you want. You know, this one is kind of stupid, isn't it? But it's just got one axis. Yeah, but okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave that. Now, okay, again, the reason I'm putting this up here, what a rambling kind of piece of crap video, but you can look at, this is one of the videos or files I would suggest stealing stuff from. I stole the stuff. I stole most stuff. I don't invent most of this stuff myself. Okay, I figure my responsibility is just to take things and throw them in a video or something. Now the some of the stuff that my students have come up with are just amazing. So now I'm going to try these color things. Okay, now how about I'm going to copy these to the graph data so we can kind of have a place to do it. Okay, and then I'll for Shift Control F3. Okay, that's so this is the color. Color one, it needs these names, and you know, okay. If you disagree with the way I spelled color, tough crap. Uh, the um, so now let's try the last one. If it doesn't work, I'm going to test it out and then do it. Okay, I made a couple of mistakes, but normal. Mistakes, they're not so bad, are they? Okay, so uh, what I did is I forgot when we entered this new thing, I left a little thing up at the top, and it's absolutely essential these public variables be right at the top so they're visible to kind of any program somehow, okay? And then I also added a little transparency thing. So let's try this. So if I put here, I put my little thing, and now if I put 0 transparency, then it's just like that. So 0, so let's put 0.2 transparency. Still not so good. Let's put 0.5 transparency. So maybe that's something better. So a little bit more, and I put that in the example bubble chart too. Okay, and I think that's enough. So again, the idea of putting this thing on the website is this file on the website. This file on the website is that thinking about where to move. The you can steal ideas, just like I do. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, bye.